Well, it's great to be here with you, Peter Gago, Chief Winemaker, and Steve Leonard, Senior Red Winemaker here at Penfolds. And we're talking about Bin 707, the 2008 Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, people tell me that this is really the Grange of Cabernets, is that right?
Well, I guess you could say that for Penfolds. This is our top Cabernet, and it's made very, very similarly to Grange. The only difference being, really, we use Cabernet, and 100% Cabernet, rather than a wine Grange, which is predominantly Shiraz.
Yes.
But the same oak, the same sort of maturation process, racking process, and yeah, barrel fermentation is a major part of that style. In a year like this, though, like Grange, it comes from many regions, and Steve, this year comes from 4 different regions.
Yeah, 4 different regions. Our own winery blocks at Coonawarra, the famous Block 42.
Now, that's got some vines that are like 100 years old, is that right?
They are, late 1880s. It's probably the oldest continuous Cabernet producing block in the world.
Wow.
And also some fruit from Rattenbully, in the southeast, and Pathaway. So 4 regions in the 2008.
Okay. Now, you did hint before about the winemaking approach was being similar to Grange. What are the subtleties in how you make this one, like the maturation philosophy, for example?
Well, I guess you could say a little like Grange. We don't say that's definitely going to go in that and that from those vineyards. The cream rises to the top, and only the very best of the Cabernet in a given year is used. So in a warm year, for example, there might be more material from down the south of the state.
Right.
In a cooler year, perhaps more material from, around the Barossa, Clare, or McLaren Vale, who knows. So we have that ability and that flex to shop around in a given vintage. So this, like Grange, is very much made to a house style, that being the style of Bin 707.
Which I love. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, we've spoken about, the winemaking characteristics. We've spoken about the fruit. We haven't spoken about the wine itself. How would you describe this year's wine?
Well, 2008, I think, is going to be quite reminiscent of the 1998 707. Now, the 96, lots of fruit, lots of poise, lots of definition. The 98, lots of everything. And Steve, I think it'd be fair to say that 2008 is not a shy wine.
No, it's certainly out there. It's got really big, bold fruit characters, really good, full-flavoured fruit concentration, and it's a wine which I'll certainly be buying and cellaring for quite a long time.
But can I drink it now?
You can certainly drink it now if you like really big, bold Cabernet wines, but I'll certainly be buying a few bottles and laying them down probably until 2040. It's got great potential. Peter, what do you think?
Well, I'm not quite as patient as Steve. But look, in our tasting notes of late, we wrote down a drinking window of 2015 to 2040, but that's not a prescriptive thing. Different people look for different attributes in the wine, but I'll be drinking mine within probably the next 20 years.
So if you want something big, you can have it now, but it's going to last for a long time.
Oh, yeah. If you want primary fruit and the vivacity of youth and power, drink it over the next 5 years. If you want something more gracefully mature, over the next 30.
Well, I'm with you, Peter. I'm not sure how patient I'm going to be, but thank you, gentlemen, for your comments on this fantastic new vintage, Bin 707 2008.
Thank you.
Thank you.